Northeast, Castries Southeast, which makes up the population of 68,000 approximately. Entire population 168,000. The island, of course, changed hands 14 times. 7 times French it went, and 7 times British. Why so many battles? Because everything the French and the British ever dreamt of an island. That's why it's called the Helen of the West Indies, like Helen of Troy in Greek mythology. That's the significance to the island. It took them 150 years of battles. The British won the last battle, Battle of Saints, in 1782, when Admiral Lord George Rodney defeated the French in the bloodiest of all battles.
That's where we got Rodney.
Admiral Rodney Rum, Rodney Bay, Pigeon Island, where you could climb up Fort Rodney. That's where he built the fort, and he spied on the grass. Martinique is 21 miles away from us, so we could see Martinique on the clear day. Rodney knew the location quite well. He built the fort there, he spied, and he saw when the grass left Martinique, and so he left St. Lucia at that same time. And that's how the last battle was won.
Oh, because he was hiding in the second bay?
Yes.
Because there's 2 bays, it goes
No,
in
well,
and goes
this
in.
one was another battle.
Oh, it's a different one.
Another battle that took place was the Battle of Grand Cul-de-Sac.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
When the French was chasing Rodney, Barrington, in fact, not Rodney, Barrington took his fleet in that inner bay because he knew there was a double bay. The French bypassed the outer bay, not knowing there was an inner bay. And so Barrington came out from behind and beat the French at another encounter known as the Battle of Grand Cul-de-Sac in 1770.
And that's where in the UK we get the term cul-de-sac, isn't it?
We don't have a cul-de-sac in UK?
Cul-de-sac is a term used when you have houses in an area where there's no road to go through. They call it a cul-de-sac.
Like a round.
Okay, well that's how the bay is. You only cross the ferry, only the ferry that takes you across. Oh, cul-de-sac.
Yeah, it's an English word. We use it.
Yeah, but it is now.
It was a French word.
It's a French word that's now been...
Now English.
Yeah, well we've used it.
Amazing. Well, we have a lot of the areas, some are French names, some are British names. And quite interesting, we'll pass on a road today named by the British. The French named areas on the island what they found common. Anything in any particular area was common, they would name that area after that common thing, or after some high official in the French army. Like Castries was named after a high-ranking officer in the French army, Marshal Marquis de Castries. Rodney Bay was named after Admiral Rodney. Now Fort Rodney, people climb. So I always encourage you, if you have the time, visit Pigeon Island. Very interesting. And Rodney called it Pigeon Island because he raised pigeons there. He used the pigeons as carry messengers. So you climb up the top of Fort Rodney, you could view Martinique on a clear day. Also the island was used because of the location during World War I and II. During World War I, in time of opening up the Panama Canal, Port Castries was used for refueling of ships. Charcoal was the major export, so it was the busiest coaling port in the Eastern Caribbean. And during the Second World War, a German submarine crept in the harbor in 1942 and torpedoed 2 British cargo vessels, the Lady Nelson and the Amtata. The United States had a signal station on Pigeon Island. People climb it as well. There was a U.S. Naval station right next to the Royal St. Lucian and a U.S. Air Base which runs around the international airport, still used as our 4-lane highway. The island is only 27 miles long, 14 miles wide, or 616 square kilometers. A tiny dot on the world's map. Barely seen. Very significant. Barbados is 100 miles east of us, only 40 minutes by air. To the south, the island of St. Vincent. We see St. Vincent on the clear day, 40 minutes by air from the smaller airport. Next to St. Vincent, we have the island of Grenada. Next to Grenada, we have Trinidad and Tobago. A bit further down, we have Guyana, Venezuela, Colombia. So we are well strategically located. Those were the reasons they fought for the island. Very located. As we go through the communities, area of Bocage, all part of Castries, have a look at the mountain. Using your imagination, it appears like someone. Have you recognized it? A sleeping woman. Lying on her back with her face upward. Flat head. You can make out the eye.